What's going on, everybody? David Mitchell here. Voice of Autism, episode 64. Yep, it's episode 64. And right after you say, we got a train going by. Apparently, a train going by right now. Stop, man. It's that Amtrak train. One time, an Amtrak train, if you guys know, during nighttime here, the Amtrak trains don't block their horns. The freight trains do. Yeah, different. So, train that's it went by Amtrak. But, yeah. But it had the quick one sound, so yeah. So, let's get what's going on. Well, me and Anthony are trying to rebuilding our friendship. Okay, but it will take a while. And it probably won't take a few years, or sometimes it could take a couple months too. It depends on who the person is. But yeah. I got all that out of the way. Well, me and my fiance Val are doing good, and if you guys don't know, March 6th, or not March 6th, March 9th, if you guys don't know, my fiance Valvaria, her birthday is that day. She'll be turning 24 on March 9th. With that only in a couple, or technically about a week to 2 weeks. So yeah. And yeah, I have my fiance YouTube channel link down below. But if you guys don't know, I've been doing a lot of artwork again today and yesterday. That's the reason why. And the ironic thing is that I am probably going to show the artworks that I do off on my next video blog next time. So if you guys want my next video blog, didn't know I'll be showing my artwork on the below area of the video. If you guys want to be interested in. But yeah. So I've been looking up a few things to talk about. And it's that or from US Today about, or like Good Morning America, if I can remember, or the Today Show. And it's about the people who made the Black Panther movie, or about people who are in the background. And it might shock you, and it's actually a good thing. And it's for the autism community.
Tonight for 7 Academy Awards. Black Panther is nominated tonight for 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. It's the first superhero movie ever to receive a nomination in that category. The world of Wakanda was created through stunning visual effects, some of them by the exceptional minds at One Studio. Joe Fryer has our Sunday closer.
To create an Oscar-nominated movie like Black Panther, it takes thousands of creative minds, one of which belongs to visual effects artist Tony Saturno.
Tony Saturno is one of the people who worked on the movie, and he is one who was on the autism spectrum. And he is part of a group
before the operation, and this is after.
He was tasked with getting rid of all the production stuff you're not supposed to see in this scene.
I needed to remove these flags here and here and here.
Tony works at Exceptional
and it's a way that helps people on autism spectrum called Exceptional Minds. And I find it wonderful. And involving in California. And if I get a chance to meet people, I probably want to do it. I'll try to do interview you to get, my voice out there and, get them out there more than they are now. But, yeah.
A nonprofit studio for artists who are on the autism spectrum.
It feels very rewarding, to say the least.
It was founded in 2011 by parents of children with autism.
And
Susan Twerman
8
is
years
the
ago
studio's
that it
executive
founded.
producer.
I always wanted to help others to aspire to become something, to be better in their lives.
Exceptional Minds started as a 3-year school teaching graphic and visual effects, and more recently, animation.
I actually was the one that provided the voice for
But
that.
I've been...
Generally speaking, areas where you can focus, where you can work on detail, those are things that are conducive for a lot of individuals who are on the spectrum.
In
not really
2014,
done
they
it
added
too.
a studio, giving graduates
And
a
you
place
guys
to
probably
work.
know about
Before long,
with
they
my
were teaming up
artwork,
with box office
but, yeah.
powerhouses like Marvel Studios.
The idea was to do slow steps, give them more and more work as they succeeded, and they did over and over and over and over.
Eli Katz
But I am
worked
the
on
only one
Black
home
Panther,
right now.
erasing stray hairs and cleaning up other imperfections.
You must be very patient.
But did it big.
Yeah, yes I am.
We go hand in hand with their focus
Yeah,
and
this is another
determination.
big game changer for the autism community
Our movies
itself.
far
I
better.
really mean it.
Exceptional Minds has worked on 44 TV shows and 84 films, including Black Panther, Green Book, First Man, and Solo, a Star Wars story, all Oscar nominees.
I said, wow, we worked on that. When I shared it with the artists, I mean, everybody was cheering.
The thing about
Perhaps
it,
the greatest reward is seeing their work on the big screen and their names
somebody
in
who
the
worked
credits.
on autism spectrum, how to do that.
Fist up
The
in
thing
the air.
about that.
For Eli, the best reaction came from a friend.
So
As
people
soon as
who want
he
to
saw
get
me,
rid of that,
he started
You're really-
shouting in joy,
they're a problem
telling everyone in the
if you
seats
try to get rid of
that
people
my
like
name was
that.
on there. Were you a little embarrassed or were you proud?
But if you gotta know about me, about how I don't like the people who don't like people like us who are on the autism spectrum, there are people who want to say eradicate us or cure us. One, those people are messed up. Two, I will play that other video that explain why I don't like those people. And three, most of them probably work for Autism Speaks. If you guys remember me ranting about that a couple times. But yeah.
A little bit of both. What can society learn from this?
Try and treat others, with respect and let them live their full potential.
Unlocking
That's true.
creativity that flourishes inside truly exceptional minds. For Sunday Today, Joe Fryer, Los Angeles.
They do.
And you guys already know I'll be moving to Los Angeles in a couple months. Anyway. But it's big for me. Now here at Gene, it did might ruffle a few feathers in the autism community, and I agree with the people who get their who are on the autism spectrum because I have it. Is that there are some teachers out there that need to learn not to say what they think about people like us. It did happen to me in high school. My high school teacher, I'm not saying her name because I don't want somebody to get in trouble or fired, told me the only job I'll probably get is a bagging job or at a grocery store. That's actually like shooting an autistic in the face. Like me and my fiance. That almost like it. And that is insult and degrading right there. Telling somebody where they're probably going to work at in the future. Here's the thing, that one of the quickest ways for a teacher to get fired. Right there. And I know for some people, I know there are some students who bring recorder into the classroom, record their teacher saying stuff like that, and the teacher end up getting fired. Now, I'm not that type of person, but I just ignored, and one of these days I'll prove them wrong, because you use that as motivation to prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Trust me. That would be the biggest mistake when they told you that when you were in school. If they told you that while you were in school, like what my teacher did, because I'm on autism spectrum, is that you will prove them wrong down the line. And here's the thing, my little sibling goes to the same high school I went to, and my mom seen my old teacher, and she said, "There's no way I'm making it to California." That right there, you just motivated me to prove you wrong. Even more. But yeah, don't let people like that hold you back. So people say you can't prove them wrong. They don't do anything for you. And they don't hold you back. Keep on pushing. Don't let them stop you. Show them that you're more than they think you are. Prove them wrong. That's what I would do. Prove them wrong. But yeah. But it's crazy. I would prove them wrong. And I know a lot of our people on the spectrum would probably do that too. But yeah. And you guys probably wonder the reason why I'm not doing a real fan video the other day, but I did one the day before. That's because I started doing artwork the other day. Two would combine. But yeah. And I'm probably going to do more artwork after this later on. But yeah. Now, you guys know about me trying to get my voice out there. But yeah. Now, this is what I'm just going to say. For you neurotypicals who are not on the autism spectrum, just think about it. Nobody on the autism spectrum is the same. Everybody is different, like me and my fiance Val, Anthony, and a lot of other friends of mine. Even my friend Liz, who live in New York. But yeah. And you guys know, if you've been around the channel long enough, about it. But yeah. Now, one of the big misconceptions, and the myth reader finds up, and put in, like, fear of people making autism look scary. One of the group that do that fear mongering, the autism speaks. And you gotta probably ask me, why, David, why autism speak? Why do you have up against them? Well, it's not just me. A lot of other people in the autism community do not like them. And I really mean it. And for those people who don't know what I mean, you can go back to all my other Voice of Autism video where I talked about them. But I'm going to go ahead and bring the video up. But yeah. Because there are stuff that I do not support that they do that is inhumane and wrong. That I don't think are right. Well, here's how I mess up. Autism Speak have bad habit of trying to set people up on the autism spectrum. I don't think so. Try that on me and you won't have a lawsuit. But yeah. But here's the video.
Hi. I was at a meeting today of a nonprofit I'm involved with, and they were discussing how to better include autistic people. They brought up Autism Speaks. So I just wanted to make this to let people know, if you support Autism Speaks, you do not support autistic people. While Autism Speaks admits that they removed the word cure from their website, nothing else has really changed. They also admit they're keeping a list of autistic people and their families. They're researching genomes to hopefully eliminate it from the population. If that sounds familiar, that's what the Nazis did to Jews, gays, and other groups during World War II. It's called eugenics. Okay? Autism is not a disease. We are a people. We only want acceptance and respect just like everybody else. That's all.
And the other thing, and you gotta know April and next month. And you gotta know I'm not wearing blue, I'm wearing red. Reason why? If you get red, it's for acceptance. For Autism Accepted Month. That's the reason why. Even though my fiance's favorite color is blue, but it's probably proper to wear red for acceptance. But yeah. But with all that fear-mongering that they've done to the autism community, they really are more harmful to our community than we are. But yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I do not like autism speak. But they tried to set people on autism spectrum up before. Yeah, they tried doing that. Kind of messed up, ain't it? But yeah. It getting to a point where it getting harder for them, and I already know by the time probably next few years they're going to realize that they're going to have to start changing, or they're going to get really screwed. And you gotta know I'm against autism speak. You know I am, because how they treat people like us. It's not right. But yeah. Multitasking. But I do not support the group. I do not. You gotta know I'm against the shit that they do. Or stuff that they do. But yeah. I'm against the stuff that they do. Because of how wrong it is. But yeah. Now, here's another video of what people like on autism spectrum deal with on a daily
Anyone
basis.
who works with autistic people knows that. Hey guys, and welcome to another Lazy Day story time. Though this is less of a story time and more just me talking about what living with autism is like, so it's a bit of a mixed bag. Basically, it's something I just really wanted to talk about, and it doesn't fit the category anime talk, so let's just start. I wanted to explain 5 things that make it hard for autistic people to adapt and survive. Now, granted, autistic people have come a long way. We are much more accepted than we were a long time ago, and there are some great services.
That is true, but we're still dealing with designation and all of that. But yeah.
Programs for autism. However, despite that progress, autism is among some of the things that society still has very little knowledge on. So, as someone who was diagnosed with Asperger's, which is a mild form of autism, when I was about 4 years old, and lived with it since.
Me and my fiance Belle, we're both on the autism spectrum. We were diagnosed with Asperger's. I was diagnosed at 17 months old. I was 17 months old when I was diagnosed. My fiance, she was 4 when she was diagnosed.
Let's break down 5 things that I feel personally need to stop that causes problems for autistic people. And quick note, this video is not just for autistic children. It's for autistic adults as well. I've noticed a good chunk of society seem to glorify support for autistic children, but autistic adults don't ever seem to get a glimpse of that support. So it does make me wonder if society actually still believes autism can be cured in childhood. But that's just my opinion.
One of the groups that think that the autism speaks.
This is a small issue, but still one that...
Okay, this one that get me mad. That people say I don't look autistic. Here's the thing. Autism don't have a look. A lot of people can be different on autism spectrum. Nobody is the same.
It's under my skin a bit. there have been quite a few times where I've revealed to a neighbor or a new friend that I'm autistic, and the first thing out of their mouth is literally, "Oh, you don't look autistic." I wasn't aware autistic people looked a certain way, is all I can think in these situations. Is it just me, or do people actually confuse autism with Down syndrome? Little fact for all you ignorant, uneducated folks, autistic people aren't supposed to look a certain way. They
You got a
look like any
point,
other
and
quote-unquote
that I
normal
agree
person.
with.
So next time you meet an autistic person, don't say that. It's rude, confusing, and almost makes us feel like we're part of this category of people, when really no two Aspies are the same.
Not
Number
true.
2, using autism as an insult/stereotype.
Oh,
This is something the
I had
internet
that
seems to
happen
be
to me
classic
before.
for, and I especially noticed a rise of it during the 2016 election. Several YouTubers, people on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, and 4chan alike are infamous for using autism as an insult towards people who they think are being stupid or uncivil. Example, many Republicans refer to liberals as autistic when they sat in the street and threw literal tantrums when Trump got elected president. I agree these liberals were really acting straight up out of their minds.
That did
However,
happen.
it disgusts me the most creative insult Republicans could come up with for them was autistic. This just screams they were using the word based on the stereotype, which the stereotype is basically a person who screeches and screams, kicking on the floor, not acting civil, and having a lack of empathy. I get it if people use autism as an insult and they only mean it as a stereotype, but the problem is that it's become such a common insult on the internet. My concern is that it'll actually confuse people into thinking all autistic people actually act like that.
That's
Especially
not
since
true,
a lot
not
of kids
all.
and preteens have access to the internet and believe whatever they read or hear. I'm not calling kids or preteens stupid, but their brains are still developing, and they can be more easily manipulated than adults, which isn't their fault. You know how the PC culture ensured less and less people used retarded as an insult during internet arguments? Well, why can't they do the same for the word autistic? Number 3, poor treatment in hospitals.
That's true. I did brought something like that up in one of my streams before. People on autism spectrum have to deal with stuff like that on a daily basis. But we either get put in a mental hospital, but it's actually an asylum. They tried to make it look like it not, but it is. Did think about it. But, yeah. All they did was change the name. But difference.
Has become such a corrupt mess for the past several years, affecting everyone no matter if they're autistic or not. But the abuse towards autistic people is certainly up there. Because autism isn't commonly understood throughout society, many nurses and doctors aren't trained with how to properly take care of them. And some are just plain rude.
That is true.
I recall when I had to have surgery on my ankle, which that'll be a story time for another day, a nurse had a tone that made me feel a bit uncomfortable. The way she spoke actually made me uneasy, and an argument almost started because of it. Lucky for me, though, she was the only nurse at the hospital who made me feel uncomfortable. The surgeon and the other nurses were lovely to me, so I'm one of the lucky ones. But there are people with autism and other mental illnesses mistreated daily at hospitals.
That is
An
true.
advocate called Agony Audie on Facebook is one of the many to be mistreated during hospital stays. I'm simply saying that it's about time medical schools provide special training towards students on how to properly take care of autistic people and people with anxiety, PTSD, and other mental illnesses. Number 4, anti-vaxxers. I think we can all agree anti-vaxxers are about as toxic and messed up as vegans who force their dogs and cats to eat.
That's true. You gotta know I don't like vegans. I do have some who are friends, but not a lot. And you gotta know, if you have been around vegans like I have, they are toxic. They are rude. Even to people on the autism spectrum. We found a comment on an autistic video a few days ago. It's not there now because I reported it. Of a vegan saying, "I guarantee you got your autism just from eating meat." That was an insult. Yeah. I don't like vegans. They insult the autism community too. They're rude. Now, there are some vegan on the autism spectrum that I'm friends with, but only them, not anybody else. And you gotta know I'm not a vegan. And I'll bring it up from a video I watched back in high school, and it was back a few years ago. And it was from an area called Blue Zone in California, where population lived higher up than the normal population down here, while people would near 90 to past 100, like it's an area. And the dude in his late 90s, still healthy, and he about to be 100. He eat meat and plant. And here's something messed up. His neighbor was a vegan, and get what vegan said. He said, "I guarantee you would not live past 90 or 80. And get what happened? The first one who died was the vegan. That right there is karma. Vegan are racist. I'm not joking. I deal with it. I've seen it happen too. Not all of them, but some of them. And you have to think about it. Mother Nature is a cruel son of a gun. Meaning, it's part of life. And vegans don't get that memo. Kind of ironic. They don't get the memo. But the man on Amazon or into African jungles and plains, or African plains, I can say it word properly, sorry about that, okay? Make them watch how Mother Nature really acts. Might turn their mood around and change how they think. But they are very rude to people in the autism community. But they are very sexist. Meaning they are very sexist. In a way. Yeah. So, I don't have that many friends who are vegan. And those are mostly the reason why. But they insult people in the autism community. But same with vaccinator, like anti-vaccinator. They always pin it on autism, and get what group, led the charge with that anti-vaccinating autism speaks. That's another reason why I don't like them. One, you don't get autism from a vaccination. It's neurological. It's in the brain.
Nothing but lettuce and fruit. Anti-vaxxers are a group of delusional parents and people who think vaccines give children autism and other issues. First of all, this has not been proven to be true, so they're basically a bunch of paranoid lunatics. But second, if vaccines did give children autism, excuse me, but who the hell cares? If you actually loved your child unconditionally, you wouldn't care if they had autism, Down syndrome, ADHD, or even bipolar disorder. Anti-vaxxers talk about autism like it's this horrible affliction to have, when it's not. I speak as an autistic adult. I don't feel afflicted with being autistic. Autism is what gives me my great memory and creativity.
Same with me. You gotta know I'm good at art and art stuff. I'm good with repairing stuff too. And with me pointing to show some artwork, and it's been a long time since I've done that on my next video blog, it's something to tell you guys about. And my fiance, her autism make her good at singing. So saying autism is something that is bad, it's not. The thing is bad is the parents who want their kid to be perfect and normal. One, nobody normal. Two, people with autism are gifts. And they are wonderful, like me and my fiance. And it's crazy, but yeah. But if you just think about it, most of the stuff we have are been created by people on the autism spectrum. If you think about it, and there are more and more people getting diagnosed with every year. And most of them are not kids. Most of them are probably adults, too. So, yeah. Even Albert Einstein, he had autism. When our president might have it. Vladimir Putin, Russian president, might have it. Who knows? But yeah, just think about it.
Yes, I struggle socially and have trouble looking people directly in the eye, but as I'm getting older, I'm finding I'm getting more and more used to it as the years go by, and better at it. I graduated high school with honors. I now do YouTube and live off disability. I would love to get a part-time job, but because of...
You gotta know I'm on disability, but I did have a part-time job at one point. Back in 2018. Only worked a month, but if you guys don't know, people on autism spectrum, we deal with stigma and stereotypes a lot.
Autistic, there's a serious discrimination, and it's left me unable to get a part-time job.
That's true. No reason why I had it from my mom's friend, family business. But that did not last long. But, you know, what be. But it was kind of messed up how they did kick me out or not. I waited a month there and they did kick me out. And in your team, they lied about a few stuff. But I'm not going to be a jerk and ruin. I'm not one who seeks revenge. I'm not. But yeah.
This doesn't mean there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with society.
I
have volunteered at an animal shelter
something
before.
wrong with society. I can't say it properly. There is something wrong with society. How to treat people on autism spectrum.
Rescued cats since I was 10 years old. In other words, I'm a perfectly capable human being who just might need people to be slightly more patient and gentle is all.
Mm-hmm.
To put it simply, Balto, Togo, and Fritz didn't run from Nanana to Nome in 1925 during a blizzard just for you people not to vaccine and protect your children. I can't even begin to stress how dangerous anti-vaxxers are and how they're actually making their children suffer. Number 5, people who, quote, work with autistic people.
Oh, the one that I deal with before
okay, now this
too.
one really bothers me because it's something I personally experienced a few times in stressful situations. The first time this happened, I was in Walmart.
Like she is saying, I dealt with something like that myself, and I would deal with something like that a lot too. In your team, just because you have somebody on the autism spectrum that you raised since they were a kid, doesn't mean you know everything about autism. Everybody's different. That person can change as they get older, and yeah, change is part of life. Even people on the autism spectrum go through change. And you gotta know me, I've been going through change for a couple years. Crazy, ain't it? But yeah.
Had to use the self-checkout. I was buying just one item and using my debit card, but because Walmart changed how you slide the card, I had to take a minute to figure out just how to do it. Then here comes this young blonde woman with 2 kids, so I instantly felt pressured and rushed since someone was waiting behind me. Then she literally gets in my...
You have to say that my mom, she rushed me, and you gotta know I get overstimulated in
space, practically in my face, mind you, and has this really nasty tone I'll never forget, and she goes, "No, you don't do it like that." Now, if this woman would have A, stayed out of my personal bubble, and B, not have that tone and worded her sentence better, I wouldn't have gotten as upset. When I told her I got it, I just need a minute, she continued to push and say, "I'm just trying to help you," while practically yelling at me. Lady, if you're this impatient, go to another self-checkout. There was like 5 others that were empty, and she wouldn't have had to wait behind anyone.
Yeah.
So, just as the conversation started to get heated, I started to explain to her I'm autistic, and she literally says to me, "I work with autistic people." I had to almost laugh at this statement, because anyone who works with autistic people knows not to do any of what she was doing.
Yeah.
As soon as she finally left, it only took me 30 seconds to remember how to do the card, and I was all good. When you put pressure on someone who's autistic,
I deal with that with my mom. My mom pressed her, and it get me a little scattered. Like, I don't do good backseat drivers. You gotta know I have a driver permit. I do drive, but I don't do good with backseat driver. My mom pressured me into doing stuff, and then when I forget about stuff, my mom get on to me about it, and that's where I start messing up. And when my mom yelling at me, which she do that sometimes, even though I'm 20, is that I get confused. I tried explaining it to her, but my mom hard-headed. Everybody's parent is different. Same with mine. But it started getting me a little intimidated and a little confused. But yeah.
Going to struggle more, and you're not helping them when you do this. I heard this classic, I work with autistic people a few more times, and because it's always been a bad experience, I tend to absolutely hate this phrase. First of all, think about how it's said. I work with autistic people. We're not horses, we're not feral cats, we're not a certain breed of dog. What do you mean you work with us? And if you actually mean you have co-workers who are autistic...
Here's the thing, if somebody ever say, I work with autistic, I'm going to tell them, you talking about we're animals? How do you feel when you make it look like animals? You don't take it funny then. Or sorry about that. Let me say it again. If you say I work with people who have autism, I'm the same. That an insult, and technically you're racist. And for you're technically telling us we're animals. How would you feel about that? But people like us on the autism spectrum deal with it on almost a daily basis. The segmentation, stereotyping, all of that. But yeah. But what's really good?
That does not make you an expert on autism. The fact this statement is thrown around in such a vague and confusing manner proves to me it's just a defense mechanism for people who are rude to autistic people and are afraid we'll throw out the discrimination card. Now, I would have let this woman go ahead of me to take pressure off, but I had already rung up my item when she came over, so I was stuck. Also, great example she set for her kids. Yikes. So, yeah, bottom line, guys, autism is something many people live with, and yet for some reason it's still not fully understood by society. In my opinion, it's something schools and colleges should be teaching more of. Society needs to learn not to be so ignorant. They need to educate themselves on autism, especially if you have a friend who's autistic. If you want to be a more supportive friend, educate yourself. A simple Google search is all it would take to learn more about autism, and yet so many people don't do it. So yeah, don't be an idiot parent and go vaccinate your kids. Go learn about autism, because seriously, no one with any mental illness deserves to not only be treated poorly, but live in a society where no one can be bothered to learn more about it. Hey guys.
Okay, here's one thing. One of the big factors or reason why it's still unknown and why people like to deal with it on a daily basis is autism speaks. Yeah, I know I've been saying it a lot. If you can remember. But it's up and I mentioned multiple times. But yeah. It may sound crazy, but they're one of the reasons why. There's a reason why I don't even support Autism Speak. There's a reason why I support the autism group I'm a part of called Inca and the self-advocacy group or the autism self-advocacy group that I'm part of. The reason why I support them. But yeah. And here's something else. People on the autism spectrum, we can fall in love, and we do have sympathy and feelings. We do. And most people don't think about that. But yeah. But didn't want to, I have picture right here on. Didn't want it to be artwork I've done, but I have it in bag and I'm not taking it out right now. But I do have pictures of it. But yeah. But the reason why I support autism groups that help people and not like Autism Speaks. And with eugenics, that you gotta know I don't support. And you gotta remember from that video from earlier. But yeah. From my fiance from a few hours ago. What? And from a post from my fiance on Facebook. So let's see what it is.
Don't ever tell me that I have to forget my autism advocacy while dealing with the normal world, because this is what I've lived for how many years, and I've been into this troubled times and even abandoning my identity as a person with autism, but realizing that abandoning that identity I have was wrong. I am not ashamed nor afraid, as I also decide to protect my right to advocate for autism awareness as a musician, and I will live upon this and defend it from those snares who tried to manipulate me to be someone I'm not at all. Autism is not and never will be a threat or source of shame at all. It's a distinction and uniqueness type of persona. I'm blessed with living and being treated like a normal person while living with autism. It wasn't a destruction nor a threat at all. After all, it's a magic hidden potential skill I have. Call it a word, friend. Never underestimate an individual with autism. Because you don't know what will happen next. You better be careful on your words and actions towards autism community. Sentimental Saturday.
That is true, and that was from my fiance, Val. I have it right here on Facebook. You guys can pause the video if you want to read it. But yeah, that was from my fiance Val. I do get giggle about her saying awareness when it should be autism assessment. But how they go over there, but yeah. I'm starting to talk to her about it too. But it's crazy. But here's the thing, everybody is different. Everybody who on autism spectrum have different talents. Nobody is the same. I really do mean it. Ooh, that right. There are a lot of people in the autism community who have birthdays this month. The first one is Val, with her birthday on the 9th. And today it's 2nd. It'll be in the Czech week 3rd in the Philippines right now. So it's Sunday there right now. Only got an hour to 2 hours until it'll be Sunday. And after that, we'll have 6 days. So, yeah, my fiance's birthday in that week. But, yeah. But I'm probably going to do them sub for her. And I'm probably going to do the usual birthday video I do for her. Like what I started last year. But, yeah, that's what I have planned. Crazy, but yeah. But who knew? But you gotta know I'm a self-advocacy for people on autism spectrum, because I have autism, my fiance have autism. Everybody is different, but yeah, people like on autism spectrum have gifts. We're all wonderful people. We have different type of talents. We're all not the same, but we have them brilliant minds. And I really do mean it. And that right, my fiance Mel, she'll be graduating that week on the night on her birthday. Kind of ironic, ain't it? But yeah. Now I'm not a full meat eater. That you gotta know I don't like vegan, but you gotta know I'm not a full meat eater. I keep a balance of both because people who do both exactly eat plant and meat do live longer. But yeah, you have to keep yourself regulated and keep yourself healthy. But yeah, everybody different. But it's crazy. Yeah. And yeah, no, I'm a friend of Remrath. All YouTuber friends of mine. But yeah. And yeah, people on the autism spectrum, we can have revisions too. Yeah. And it's crazy, but everybody have different religions. And it's crazy, but yeah. And it, even though it's 10 right now, but yeah. It's crazy. Now, crazy chain in a way. Well, parents are exactly my in-laws. Her parents were online a few minutes ago. But yeah, it's crazy if you did think about it. But yeah. But yeah. But it's ironic if you did think about it. And yeah, I know Mimi in the room. My dog, or one of the dogs that I have. I'm no one here, and I also have the dogs, but they don't do much, so we're good. No one do went away with it, the puppy, and he just been put up for bed for tonight. So yeah, so that kind of ironic, but yeah. And I'm the only one here anyway, but yeah. But I'm saying it. Everybody who on autism spectrum is different from one to another. Nobody is the same. And you gotta remember how good my fiance is at singing. She's actually pretty good. But yeah. No, well, let me check. Be right back, guys. We'll check back and check out my window. Yeah. I got doing nearly tripped up for somebody. Sometimes the dog would be caught a ruckus sometimes. But yeah. And with their Ralphie and you guys probably know that it kind of slowed down for a few days, but it did that. Gotta slow down. Can't get burnt out. Yet you can get burnt out on doing stuff. What happened to me when I was doing artwork, I kind of got burnt out on it. It can happen. You can get burnt out on anything. And not fully burnt out, but it's been on who you are. But I've been doing artwork in a lot more throughout a few weeks. Inside that artwork, for artwork I done the year of 2019. So, first time up to year. So, yeah. And it's crazy. But, yeah. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people don't think of people on autism spectrum as social. That ain't true. We can be very social, literally through the roof. And I really do mean it, if you just think about it. But yeah. And everybody is different. You just have to think about it some. Nobody is the same, including me. Like, we're all different in our own way. And here's the thing. Nothing is normal. It's a stereotype that I hear from people, like from a teacher too, that's saying it's good for autistic to have a routine. And technically, the other thing, and they sometimes say a routine is a good thing for autistic, not for every autistic. Everybody is different, even people on autism spectrum. I don't have a routine. Now, for me, doing a routine, repeating the same thing every day, that would drive me mad. And technically, if you do the same thing every day, then there's a problem. I'm not trying to be mean or rude or anything, but did think about it. I may have autism, but I don't do all the stereotypes that might expect the autistic person to do. There are a lot of stigmatization in the people out there who think how a person on the autism spectrum should act. Well, I don't think that's right. And for me, I dealt with it a lot when I was younger. I still deal with it some. But yeah. But it's crazy. Now, you gotta know where I'm at with how people treated people on autism spectrum like little kids. That can be a really bad thing, actually. Like, if you treat somebody like a little kid on the autism spectrum, it can really hold us back and it can be more harmful than anything. But yeah. My eczema is breaking out again. Sorry about that, guys. Like, you gotta know, I don't do some of that stuff, but here's Jane. Jane. When I went to high school, there were other students on the autism spectrum. Every one of them was different. And now, some of them did talk to themselves and did some stuff a little kid would do. And I noted a red flag with some of them. Some of their parents actually babied them. That's a big no when it comes to somebody on the autism spectrum. That could be something that can severely hold it back. Just because somebody on the autism spectrum, that means we learn slow. We can learn fast too. It depends on how you raise and treat us. And I'm not giving kid name out, but he acted like a 5-year-old. Like don't get me wrong, autistic people do have meltdowns, but everybody different, and everybody react different. But I know when you raise somebody and you can have them, all of them act differently. And something I noted with him is that he mostly talked to himself and did a lot of stuff a little kid would have done. Meaning, red flag, his parent babied him. And that's how I knew, saying that happened with his parents were over, like, babying him and treating him like a little kid. That what really hold him back. And when stuff don't go away, like a little 5-year-old, he actually threw a fit and have temperaments. Not trying to be mean, because I do have autism myself. But when you treat somebody on autism spectrum from a young age like a little baby or like a kid, treating them like that over and over every day until they're adults, you can really damage our minds. And that can be more harmful than good. Like, I never ended up in that route. I got out of it before it even happened to me. Inside. I know about stuff like that are harmful. And that way, I saw every one of the mature people on the autism spectrum I had talked to have grew out of their little kid phase when they started seeing adults up or been treated older than they are. And that when I noted that one is the same how you raise somebody on the autism spectrum. Now everybody is different, don't get me wrong. But one thing is that when it comes to somebody on the autism spectrum, you don't baby them. It can be very harmful for us. Like, it nearly happened to me, but I got out of it. I was nearly trouble when I finally got out of doing that stuff. Like, I used to do that, like Helmet Jenkins and all that. I don't do that anymore. Like, playing with it and that. Don't do that anymore. I don't talk to myself anymore sometimes. But, yeah. And here, Jane, for people on autism spectrum, people who are more mature have less meltdowns. It's a normal thing for autistic market to have a meltdown, but it's much rarer for people who are on the mature end, like me and my fiance. And everybody is different. Like, a meltdown is part of the autistic mind. Same with a shutdown. With both of them are completely different. If you did think about it. But yeah. And not what I'm saying, like, But yeah. And most people still don't understand people on the autism spectrum, which is kind of sad. But everybody is different. Oh, let me check something. Nobody out there. But yeah. But like with the kid that I went to high school with, Dewey, go lay down. Lay down. That's our dogs. No, I'm busy. Sorry about that, everybody. Not Dewey right there. My brother Zachary dog. But yeah. Now, saying is that the kid he do automata Jenkins in a lot, and he need to play with toys. Now you gotta know, even though people still think it is, but modern robot in it different, or seeing it different. That's a bit different. But yeah. But my thing is that just because somebody like me have autism, that mean we all act the same. We all are different. But there's a mess up thing and do the work that I'm just saying have a bigger problem where they treated people on autism spectrum wrong is Florida and Mississippi. They are the worst of what I hear from our people on autism spectrum. But I think South Carolina on that list too. In a way, I think our state on that list. But yeah. But crazy. Even though I was born here in South Carolina, I really think South Carolina have one at work chain for people with autism. And not my opinion. Everybody is different. Even though I was born here, everybody is different in their own way. But yeah. And that's something I'm just saying. Even for me. It may sound crazy, but you have to just think about it sometimes. Now, I do have to go to the bank on Monday. So, if I won't get that many rough in a video done that day, or I might just skip Monday. But yeah. But I even had a meltdown before. Now mine are not like like what you would think a meltdown is. like you're gonna have people on autism spectrum who just have meltdown and they go walking or jump into a room, shut the door, and went into music or heavy metal. Now, the only time I have meltdown is when I'm heavily tired of being pushed around and just want to chain up for myself. Like I do chain up to myself a lot, but when it's let's just say it's hard to explain, but when I'm being pushed around and being treated like crap, my meltdown are more like something I use out active effort to tell people to stop treating me that way. With the good news is I don't have a meltdown hardly. It's been a long time since it's probably been almost a decade since I had one. But there are still times that I get aggravated at people who think of what a person with autism act like and should be treated like. If you just think about it. But everybody is different. Now, that with me. Let me just check. Yeah, that was it. Me. It's not that momentum. But yeah. But it's crazy. Like, and it's based on how you raised somebody on autism spectrum too. On them, well, my fiance mom asking me to try to find my fiance Val twin brother Jesse a friend. But yeah, even though Jesse is Val twin and it might gonna be my brother-in-law, she's still asking me to help find him a friend. But I'm gonna do because her twin brother also have autism. Yeah, my fiance Val, her twin brother, is also on the autism spectrum. And they're both twins. And you guys already know my little siblings Zach and Zoe are twins. So yeah. It's kind of a twin chain right there. And I don't think about having a family right now. Maybe in my late 20s, early 30s. When me and Val are more stable and when we have a house and when we're making good income. I do not have to take care of a kid. I done child development and I went through flying color. I was the only one in my class who done it with flying colors. Meaning, even one of the people said I would do good at stay-at-home dad, and that might be true. Yet I am very good at taking care of, But yeah. But it's crazy. But if me and Val do think about having kids, it's more likely we're going to have twins. Because if you guys don't know, my sister was both to have twins back in 2018 and 2017, but she had both miscarriages. But with my sister nearly having twins, and my little sibling twin, and my fiance being a twin, the chances of our kid being twins are a lot higher than you would expect. But yeah. It's crazy. And yet, people on the autism spectrum can be very sexually active. The one thing that I hear from people who are neurotypical, they think they know about people with autism, they say people with autism can't fall in love, they can't have sex. That ain't true. We can. Me and my fiance are on that side, but I'm going to keep that a TMI private. But yeah. And you guys probably don't know this, but my fiance got me interested in nude modeling. Talk about being on the autism spectrum, but getting interested in something like that. Kind of ironic, but neat. Give a whole new perspective if you did think about it. But yeah. But she was one who got me into it. Wait, you don't hear that every day, but it's pretty odd, but my fiance Val managed to get me interested in it. Really crazy. And yet, people on the autism spectrum, we can have fetishes just like any normal person too. But yeah. We can be like any normal person. But it's crazy, but we can act like a normal. You can have friends, and they might have autism, and you might not know about it. They might be on the autism spectrum, and they might not tell you until down the line, or they might not know until they get diagnosed with it. It's crazy, but just think about it. You can have friends on the autism spectrum, or you can be on the autism spectrum and don't know it until you get the diagnosis when you get older. So there are a lot of people who are getting diagnosed with autism now. It may be crazy, but there are a lot more people now getting diagnosed with it than there was back 10, 20 years ago. And everybody is different on the autism spectrum. Like, there's some people who don't know and feel different, and they don't find out until they get older. But yeah. But there are a lot of people who made headway who are on autism spectrum, and I mean a lot. It may sound crazy, but there are a lot of people out there. Train going by right now. If you guys don't know, if you guys only want my voice autism video, but mine, not my real fan video, I live near train tracks. Like, you can see the train track from my house, but very hard with trees and stuff. But there is open area that you can walk down along a property line that you can see track straight clear on through where I record my train videos at. But there's a train right now going by. Right now. It sounds like the Amtrak auto train. But that comes through during the late nighttime hour, early morning time hours. Twice per day. But yeah. But we get 4 to 6 Amtrak trains that come through on zip line, but it won't be freight and mixed freight at all. But yeah. Now, I do like train. I may be on the autism spectrum, but I do like train. Not everybody on the autism spectrum like trains. I do, but not everybody. Like, everybody can have different stuff that they are obsessed with, including me. Nobody's systems are the same. But yeah, it's crazy. Now, with people on autism spectrum like that, we are making ourselves more noted now, using technology and stuff, and getting our voices out there. But it's something big for our autism community. Back 10, 20 years ago, we might not been able to, but we are now. The thing about it, with all the technology we have now, everything is different. And we are finally getting our voices out there now. Might sound crazy, but yeah. But gotta see some merch up too. Now, when I go in autism on YouTube or Arcade, it gave me some stuff that I don't think is funny. And it gave me commercials and stuff that are really defining. Even for somebody like me on autism spectrum. Maybe I know. But yeah. And most people who are on an autism spectrum, who are high function or medium function, do agree with this stuff that I'm saying. Not everybody, but mostly people who went through this stuff do. But yeah. Even non-verbals, there are people who are on autism spectrum who can't speak, who are smart, who communicate in other ways. But yeah, it's crazy. And one thing I get mad at how news medias all bring up, oh, we found the police have found a missing autistic kid who on autism spectrum and returned him to a parents. That should get me mad. Because not make people on autism spectrum look bad. And we don't act that way. They all try to show all the bad sides of it. It get me aggravated. I'll never get it with people like that. But yeah. And you gotta know I'm still working on my driver license. Better for me to try to earn my driver license in California than here. Yeah, I know I have my driver permit here. But I think it would be better for me to do it in California. Because we do have better programs there. And they do have better programs for people in the autism community in California. With more good for me than anything. But yeah. But everybody is different. And you know, with me, I don't do good with backseat drivers. You guys know I talked about it before. My mom get me nervous when it comes to driving. but it's pretty messed up. I'm lucky that my mom did not cause me to wreck her car yet. But how she, do backseat driving to me. This is why people on the autism spectrum, like my friend Liz, always ask her neighbor or a festivals with better. I can't even let my stepdad try because he a backseat driver too. So yeah. But everybody on the autism spectrum is different. My fiance, she wants to learn how to drive, but I gotta learn how to drive first. First here. Now she can learn too, but yeah. But if she weren't first, I would love for her to help me learn how to drive if she weren't first. If I weren't first, then I would be really glad to help my fiance. Both way around. But yeah. And even females are on autism spectrum. Like you could be a female and diagnosed with it too. And you're saying it's not a disease, it's neurological, it isn't brain. Everybody different. I really do mean it. And there's no cure for it. So you people who are trying to find one, please quit. You're just really being really racist and offensive to the autism community. And so people who support eugenics, shame on you, and I hope you go to jail if you support eugenics. Just like from that other video, where they talk about trying to find a gene to tell if somebody will be born with autism or not. With a prenatal test, what I do not support. You guys know I'm dead against that. And they're trying to get rid of autism. I don't agree with that. You guys know I say that's what a Nazi would do. And you guys know I do not support organization or group that do that to people like autism speak. The reason why I do not support them. And with that book, Dear Siri, with I heavily want you guys to boycott like Two Love with Siri. That book dehumanizes people like on autism spectrum, like no tomorrow, not right. And did mom invade her son's privacy, even though he on autism spectrum? And he even said it himself, asking her to stop doing that, and she don't listen to him. Did mom talk about taking his rights from him when he turned 18 and getting him spaded or neutered, with technically getting his balls cut off, or like, making it where he can't have kids, like picking who have kids and who can't? That like Nazis right there. And I hate to say it, I would have put that mom in jail for that stuff. And I would have put her son in protective custody. Literally. So, if I was a cop, she would have been ended up in jail. Her son would have been in protective custody. Because she would have talked about that. And I don't think that's right. And she make it all doom and gloom. And she talk about treating people like animals. Would that get me aggravated? And you guys know I talked about it and showed my fellow YouTuber said boycott book 2. Like Rumrav, Amos's, like my fellow YouTuber that I showed their video off in last week YouTube live stream that I did. Like what they are saying. But I find it messed up. And a book like that being nominated at number 1, that's only how messed up some of the people who are out there are. And not a problem, but yeah. But if we keep on speaking our voices, stuff will change. Stuff like that will be, people realize stuff like that is wrong and disgusted and not right. If we keep on speaking our voices. Like if we keep on speaking our voices, people who are probably not autistic will start realizing how disgusted Autism Speaks is and how disgusted the book True Love with Siri is, and how eugenics and how people treat us is wrong. If we keep on speaking our voice, is getting our message out there, they will eventually start seeing it. Instead of awareness, it should be acceptance, like autism acceptance. With April coming up really soon, and you gotta know more people use that at Autism Awareness Month and light it up blue with. Even though my fiance's favorite color is blue, I find that a little distasteful now. Now that I see everything, I realize how irritating and how rude it is, and how messed up and biased, plus discriminating and racism it is. Saying light it up blue for awareness. One, autism is not a disease. It's not. And saying light it up blue, that is discrimination. It's disgusting. Most people don't think about that. Not trying to be mean for not trying to be rude for big organizations. Some of them don't realize that awareness would mean technically finding cure for it. It's exactly like sending a messed up message saying autism is a disease you gotta be aware about. And I want them to start realizing and say, hey, it's not the right thing to do. We need to start doing accepted, saying we will accept you for being on an autism spectrum. Not be aware of you, but to accept that you're on there. And that you're different, wonderful, and a gift. Instead of being awareness, being, oh, he have autism, treat him different. Try to find a cure for him. That what Autism Speak does. Even though that they took the word cure out, they're still trying to get rid of us. Of people on the autism spectrum. And that is degrading and disgusting. And here at Jane, when April come around, instead of wear blue, wear red. My favorite color is green, but wear red for Autism Acceptance Month. That's what I'm going to do. And you gotta know I'm part of the autism movement, or the autism right movement, and the disability right movement. And you gotta know I do not support the science model when it comes to people with disability. That it's exactly what the Nazi did back in World War II. You gotta know I support the social model. With it better for us, but Autism Speak, if you weren't from that left live stream when I showed that video of, is that they go by the science model. Well, I don't think it's right. It's disgusting. But yeah, everybody is different, but how Autism Speaks is trying to make people with autism look, that is distasteful and disgusting how they try to make it look. Not everybody like that. Only a small probably more people on the autism spectrum who are high functioning than there is on the low end. And to think about that, there are more and more people who are actually adults who are probably living on their own or like have families who feel different, probably don't get diagnosed until they're in their 20s or 30s. And they act completely normal. So, yeah, there are probably more of them out there than people think. But, yeah, but everybody is different. Well, like I kind of got a little scratch or something right here on the back of my tablet. But, yeah. My point is that just because we have autism doesn't make it different from any normal human being, because we are human. We are the same. Start treating it like a normal person. Stop treating it like an outcast. Stop treating it differently. We deserve to be treated better. But yeah. But if we keep our voices up, we will start making them realize they need to start treating it at equals and at a minority to like any other community. If you know what I mean. But yeah, it's crazy. And it's kind of odd too, but yeah. Now, even though it's late at night, I still have some other stuff to do. But yeah. Now, it seemed, and you guys already know I've been saying it, but yeah. Even people on the autism spectrum can be rubbing and caring, and we can have humility too, and sympathy, or empathy. I can't say it word properly. Where we can understand and know how our people feel. We can have that. We're just like any other normal human being. And one sad thing that autism speaks don't see it that way. They see it like a disease, a cancer. But I find messed up. I don't think that right. Now, yeah, I know I do play games, but yeah. I have not played the game called Overwatch, but one of the characters in there is female on the autism spectrum. And in Overwatch world, they look for people with autism potential and for the workforce. The thing about if they do something like that and realize it's in the real world, even though that they are starting to do it a little bit more, if they see how smart and how intelligent people are on the autism spectrum, you'd be unlocking and untapping or tapping into a workforce that you have never imagined to be. And you would probably start a whole new, saying that revolutionary. Now, California starting to do that. One of the reasons why I'm planning to move, even though I'm getting married there, there are more potential there than there is here in South Carolina. And more popular in Midwest and up north have people on the autism spectrum. So yeah. Same with Georgia. they have higher population of people on autism spectrum too. And they got amazing programs there. Not stayed right by me, but yeah. Crazy. Even Japan. Now, China, not so much. You gotta know I don't like China for stuff that they do. And stuff that I don't agree with that they do that and not right. But yeah. But everybody is different, including me. But yeah. Now Canada have a high population of people on autism spectrum. Yeah, we do. We're crazy, but yeah. But it's a crazy thing. But the states and the countries that have higher population of people who are living on autism spectrum have higher quality of life for people like us. South Carolina, not so much. And when somebody here in South Carolina is diagnosed, it's damn hard for us. I really do mean it. But yeah. Even though I'm on disability. But yeah. But it did think about it. Nobody is the same. And everybody is different, but including me. But yeah. Oh, and yeah, I have a second portable brick or portable battery. Got it with my axe, or like my body axe was, and it had one of these in it, so I have two now. So yeah, when it comes to rail fanning, I can actually have two, and when one, well, I can switch over to the other one. So yeah, to keep my phone from dying rail fanning, have they like keep that chain up, but yeah, pretty good. Now my eczema is breaking out. Right there. A little red spot. Like my skin at when my eczema break out. I do get it everywhere on my body. When it do break out, and when it get bad, my hand or like the skin start cracking to the point where we start bleeding. Like it actually have happened for on one of the earlier live stream I done in the new house. But yeah. But crazy. That was getting hot in here. But yeah. My thing is that even though me and my fiance have autism, we got talent. That autism is what make our talent. And there are a lot of people out there like us who are capable of a lot of stuff. And we can prove people who do not have autism wrong. Like, we have the talent. We really do. But yeah. But everybody is amazing in their own way. But yeah. Now you gotta know when my wedding come around, I'll be live streaming it. And my birthday this year will all be in California. So yeah. So when it comes to next couple months from now, when August come around, I'll be in California. Big step forward for me. But yeah, it might be crazy, but it's a big step for me in a way. But yeah. But everybody is different in a way. Now, a lot of people, and you guys know, have been talking about it, how people like have been treated wrong and differently just because we have autism. There have been many times that I have been treated wrong just because I'm on the autism spectrum. Literally. I dealt with it a lot when I was younger, and I still deal with it. Like in high school, like third day of my junior or with my third year in high school, I was supposed to take ROTC for outdoor pursuit because I was going to try to get I do have my hunting license now. When I did not have to take the class what gets in. All I do is take the test, and I got it. But third day, I got kicked out for no reason, just because I had autism. And what they tried to do is make it like something that I would have never done, and everybody just believe it, even my mom. And she keep on forgetting about that I don't act that way. Even though my mom knows that I have autism, sometimes she forget about that just because I have autism. That mean I act that way or like that way. Like, because sometimes people who think that they know how people with autism act are wrong. Because nobody with autism acts same, including me. But everybody is different. And that's something I will have to say. Everybody on the autism spectrum is different, including me. But yeah. Even somebody like me have to deal with discriminate and being treated different. I deal with that a lot. Oh, and heads up, I am going to be, I forgot about to say it about an hour ago earlier in live stream, but I might be becoming a club member to Taunton Area Model Railroad Club. So there might be more videos coming from there. But yeah. But it's crazy. But there might be more video, but not by that much coming from there because yeah, I know I am trying to stick with variety because that's what I'm doing. But yeah. Feeling a little hot in here. Even though you guys know I'm not a fan of spring. You guys know I'm not because a crazy reason why. Even though I was born here in the South, it would get tired after living in a swamp freezing. But yeah, but I like being up in the mountains, like being like up right in a cabin up in the mountains, or like not a big one, but like something like not big, not small, medium. But yeah. and me and Vel be in that small house in the back because her relatives who are in California, they have a house that is big enough for me and Vel to live in the back. So when me and Val do move in together later on this year, the crazy thing is that we'll be in that house in back. Now I am talking about getting a job in California. I do have plans to do that. But yeah. But I really do plan to do that. Because it's not going to be a full-time job. It's going to have to be a part-time because I'm on disability. But that's the reason why. But yeah. It's crazy, but yeah. But it's something I learned. But yeah. So you gotta check on. But it's crazy if you just think about it. But yeah. That run away in kennel because I put him in there for bed. But yeah. But it's gonna be. But yeah. Ooh, sorry about that Chardonnay yarn guy. But yeah. Now, I know when you guys already know next month is April. And we all know the autism walks are coming for autism awareness. Instead, I'm going to try to do Light It Up Red and Walk Red for acceptance for autism acceptance month. I can't say it word properly. For acceptance. There we go. To get words out there that we're just like any normal person and try to get everybody to accept us for who we are. But yeah. But that's my message that I want to get out there. And I hope people can understand that. But yeah. But it, even though it's Saturday night, won't be Monday, or not Monday, but Sunday morning real soon. But yeah. Everybody saying it quiet in here. And some of you guys know I played what I said about me playing game. I played multiple games, but I did YouTube live stream PUBG on YouTube back in 2018, but only for a few months before I had a job because everything was not working properly. That was the only reason why. But yeah. And every time I tried to live stream, my game or the live stream itself crashed. So I said I can't really keep on doing it because it might break the game or the live streaming equipment that I use. So until I find something better, I won't be able to do live streaming of PUBG anymore. So that series only lasted for 10 episodes, but it was pretty good. But I did live stream my voice of Autism series. But yeah. But this year is going to be a big 2019 already being a big year for me. With trying to different and changing. But yeah. And you guys know I am an ambassador for that awesome group called Inca. I and my fiance is one to represent the Philippines. But yeah. Being that I feel that me and Val might be the two first ambassadors and the group history getting married to each other. That might be the first time. I need to ask Nora, with the one who owned Inca. But yeah, I might need to ask her. But crazy. But me and Val, what we do, we get our word out and tell everybody that treat it like a normal person. Don't treat it any differently. But yeah. And around the that we combed my hair earlier. And it's still doing that. But yeah. It's ironic, but it's still doing it. But yeah. There'll be for video to go probably over 2 hours long of being in the new house. Or hold on, let me check. I'm going to my YouTube channel on my tablet to check. We got it open. It's been over 3 months. Now it's it. I still have that one going episode 62, a little autism. That was over an hour long. Been a long time now since I've done that episode, about 4 months. But that was when me and Anthony went to the fair. But yeah, even people on autism spectrum can have fun. We can live just like any normal person too. But yeah. But I believe we all can, one day eventually get along. I really do believe it. That right. Now, this is not the longest video of 2019. The longest video was over about a month to 2 months ago. Or technically it was a month ago when I'm at my grandma when we were still doing the movie for the solar eclipse or like the super blood wolf moon. Now, that video lasted for 3 hours. So it's going to be the second longest video of 2019. Now my 5th video is probably the longest video I've done, or probably not, my bad. It almost been a year, not yet. Still got a couple months. It'll be fully a year till I started doing the Voice of Autism series. But yeah. Ooh, feeling a little hot in here. But yeah. But everybody is different in their own way. We can speak our own voice. And anybody else who on autism spectrum, like me, my fiance, and Anthony, speak your voice. Don't be scared. Stand up what you believe in. Tell people how you feel on how they treat you. Tell them some stuff that they do and not right. Tell them we want to be treated normally and almost like any normal person. But yeah. Now, and here, Jane, people on autism spectrum, we can be anything, and you gotta know I'm bisexual. You gotta know I am. They'll accept that I am. But here, Jane, you can be gay, bisexual, even straight, and you still could be on autism spectrum. Like my friend Liz, she a lesbian, and she on autism spectrum. I have 2 fellow YouTubers who are on autism spectrum, and they're gay. And I have another, and you can be transgender on autism spectrum too. Like I have a few other YouTuber friends who are transgender. Can't say word a little queer, but I have other friends who are transgender on autism spectrum too. So any way you could think of it, everybody is different in their own way. And we're all unique in our own way. But yeah. Very crazy. And show the world what you're made of. Don't let anybody hold you back. Speak your voice. And don't let anybody pull you down and tell you otherwise. Prove them wrong. Show them that you're better than what they think you are. Show them how wrong they are. Dewey can't walk in the room. But show them how wrong they are. And show them that you can be capable of any other person who is not on autism spectrum. Show them that you're probably even more capable. Keep on moving. Just go on. Sorry about that, Dewey. Go on. And they want to play, and it's 11 at night time. Way too late. But tell them otherwise. Prove them wrong. And make them realize how useful and how you are. Show them that you're a gift. But yeah. Keep on moving on. Don't let them hold you back. You can do it. Don't let them slow you down. And speak your voice. I really do mean it. Speak it. Don't let them hold you back. Don't let their fear get over you. I deal with that on a daily basis. But I'm slowly getting over it. I even deal with fear sometimes. I deal with it on a daily basis with my parents. But I'm slowly getting over it and starting to stand up. But yeah. But you gotta keep on moving. Don't let them slow you down. And make yourself heard. But yeah. You are talented. Brilliant. Just like any normal person. Just because we're on autism spectrum doesn't mean we're different. We can do anything like anybody who is normal. But yeah. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys hear my motivation, and I hope you guys keep on doing your best. I really do, and I hope you guys keep on moving on. But yeah, now I hope you guys enjoying your weekend so far. But I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye, guys.